Welcome to the Reality Revolution. Today, we will talk about unveiling reality through quantum vision or astral sight. As you watch this video, prepare to embark on a journey that will challenge your understanding of reality and expand the boundaries of your perception. The realms we are about to explore exist beyond the veil of ordinary consciousness, yet they are as real and vibrant as the physical world you inhabit daily. Welcome to the Reality Revolution and the extraordinary domain of astral sight. Astral sight is not merely a metaphorical concept or a flight of imagination. It is a tangible, albeit subtle, sensory ability that lies dormant within each of us. This remarkable faculty allows us to perceive beyond the limitations of our physical eyes, penetrating through solid matter and transcending the constraints of time and space. At its core, astral sight is intimately linked to the phenomenon of out-of-body experiences. During these profound events, consciousness appears to separate from the physical body, allowing for perception and exploration of environments beyond our immediate physical surroundings. However, astral sight is not limited to full-blown out-of-body experiences. It can manifest in more subtle ways, such as the ability to see through closed eyelids or even through heavy bed covers while in a state of deep relaxation or trance. This perceptual ability is not tied to your physical eyes, but is rather a function of your subtle or astral body. This non-physical aspect of your being, sometimes referred to as the etheric or energy body, is capable of perceiving and interacting with realms that exist parallel to our physical reality. As you progress through the techniques in this episode, you will learn to consciously activate and control this inherent ability, opening doors to dimensions of experience you may never have imagined possible. One of the most fascinating aspects of astral sight and out-of-body experiences is the mind split effect. This phenomenon occurs when consciousness appears to exist simultaneously in two or more locations. Projectors often report being fully aware of their physical body lying in bed while also experiencing a vivid, separate reality through their projected double. The implications of the mind split effect are profound and far-reaching. It suggests that consciousness is not confined to the brain or even to a single point in space. Instead, it appears to be a field of awareness capable of fragmenting and operating independently in multiple locations and dimensions. This multiplicity of consciousness challenges our conventional understanding of the nature of mind and reality. It raises intriguing questions about the true extent of our perceptual capabilities and the fundamental structure of the universe. Are we in fact multidimensional beings, typically aware of only a fraction of our total existence? As we delve deeper into the practices and experiences of astral sight, you will have the opportunity to explore these questions firsthand. You will learn to navigate the peculiar sensations of dual consciousness, to shift your point of awareness at will, and to reconcile seemingly contradictory perceptions. The mind split effect has practical implications for techniques you will learn. It explains why some projectors may have vivid out-of-body experiences yet retain no memory upon waking, the physical brain not having recorded the experience of the projected double. Understanding this phenomenon will help you develop strategies to bridge these parallel streams of consciousness, allowing for fuller recall and integration of your astral experiences. Remember that the territory we are exploring lies at the frontier of human experience. The techniques and concepts presented are not mere theory, but are based on the accumulated experiences of countless explorers of consciousness. Your own experiences may vary. Indeed, your unique perspective will contribute to your collective understanding of these extraordinary phenomena. Prepare yourself for a journey of discovery that will challenge your preconceptions, expand your perceptual abilities, and potentially revolutionize your understanding of reality itself. The hidden realms await your exploration. To truly grasp the nature of astral sight, we must first understand the fundamental structures that make this extraordinary ability possible. The subtle body, also known as the astral or energy body, is a non-physical counterpart to our material form. While invisible to ordinary sight, this ethereal structure is the foundation of your consciousness and the seat of your extrasensory perceptions. Composed of finer, more vibrant energies than physical matter, the subtle body exists in a state of constant flux. It is not bound by the same limitations as your physical form, allowing it to perceive and interact with realms beyond the material world. The subtle body possesses its own set of sensory organs, often referred to as chakras in Eastern traditions. These energy centers act as conduits for different types of perception and experience. The third eye chakra, located between the eyebrows, is particularly significant for astral sight. As you develop your abilities, you'll learn to activate and fine-tune this center of perception. The perceptual abilities of the subtle body far exceed those of your physical senses. It can perceive through solid objects, sense energy fields and auras, access information across vast distances, perceive past and future events, and interact with non-physical entities and environments. As you progress in your practice, you'll discover that these abilities are not separate skills, but interconnected aspects of a unified field of perception. Astral sight is not just about seeing in the conventional sense, but about a holistic awareness that transcends ordinary sensory boundaries. In my very detailed experimentation and exploration of traveling through parallel realities, I have found that this particular exploration of astral sight to be very critical. Once you elevate your astral sight, you'll be able to see into these realities, as well as other dimensions. And as you progress, you'll discover that these abilities are not separate skills, but interconnected aspects. The etheric body, sometimes considered a distinct layer of the subtle body, serves as an intermediary between your physical form and the higher astral realms. It is the blueprint upon which your physical body is structured, and the conduit through which life force energy flows into your material form. Under normal circumstances, the etheric body is tightly integrated with the physical body. However, during states of deep relaxation, meditation, or in the prelude to out-of-body experiences, this connection can loosen. This loosening allows for the partial activation of astral sight, even while the consciousness remains primarily anchored in the physical body. The etheric body plays a crucial role in the development of astral sight. First of all, there's energy circulation. By learning to consciously direct the flow of energy through your etheric body, you can enhance your subtle perceptions. Secondly, by vibration raising. The etheric body can be tuned to higher frequencies, allowing access to more refined levels of perception. Third, through chakra activation. Working with the etheric body allows for the awakening and balancing of the chakras, particularly the third eye. And fourth, etheric projection. In some cases, astral sight may occur through a partial projection of the etheric body, while the bulk of consciousness remains in the physical form. Understanding the interplay between the etheric and physical bodies is key to mastering astral sight. As you develop your abilities, you'll learn to consciously shift your point of awareness between these layers of your being, allowing for seamless transitions between physical and astral perception. It's important to note that while the etheric and physical bodies are distinct, they are also intimately connected. Changes in one will invariably affect the other. This is why practices that enhance astral sight often lead to improvements in physical health and vice versa. As we proceed, you'll learn techniques to strengthen your etheric body, increase its sensitivity, and gradually loosen its connection to your physical form. This process, when approached with patience and respect for your body's natural rhythms, will lay groundwork for profound experiences of astral sight. Remember, the journey of developing astral sight is not just about gaining a new perceptual ability. It's a process of expanding your understanding of yourself as a multidimensional being. As you explore these foundational concepts, remain open to the possibility that your very nature may be far more vast and wondrous than you've previously imagined. This remarkable ability allows you to perceive your surroundings with your eyes closed. Even through physical barriers, as you master these techniques, you'll find yourself on the threshold of a new perceptual paradigm. These are some techniques for seeing through closed eyelids and physical barriers. First, the twilight state technique. Begin by lying comfortably in a quiet, dimly lit room. Close your eyes and allow yourself to relax deeply, entering a state between wakefulness and sleep. As you hover in this twilight state, or this state akin to sleep, gently intend to see your surroundings. Don't strain or force the experience. Simply hold the soft expectation that your perception will expand beyond your closed eyelids. Secondly, the energy body activation method. Visualize a sphere of bright, pulsating energy at the center of your forehead. As you breathe, deeply imagine this energy expanding outward, filling your entire head. Focus particularly on the area of your third eye, between your eyebrows and the back of your head. As the energy intensifies, intend for it to activate your subtle perceptual organs. Third is the vibration raising exercise. Start by focusing on the tingling sensation in your hands and feet. Gradually work to intensify these sensations, as if you're turning up the volume on your subtle body awareness. Allow this vibrational state to spread throughout your body. As the vibrations peak, shift your awareness to your surroundings, expecting to perceive beyond your closed eyes. Fourth is the phasing technique. Imagine a veil or membrane separating your physical perception from astral perception. With each exhale, visualize this membrane becoming thinner and more transparent. You continue until you feel a subtle shift in your awareness, as if you're phasing between two states of being. In this liminal space, astral perception often spontaneously activates. And fifth, the dimensional overlay method. Visualize your room in vivid detail with your eyes closed. Gradually allow your imagination to merge with your actual surroundings. As the mental image and physical reality blend, you may notice your perception expanding beyond normal limits. Bioenergetics seems to be the key to awakening astral sight, so there are some exercises you can use to enhance bioenergetic development. First of all, chakra breathing. Focus on each of your main chakras in turn, starting from the root and moving up to the crown. As you inhale, visualize bright energy entering the chakra, causing it to spin and expand. As you exhale, imagine the energy spreading throughout your body. Pay special attention to the third eye chakra. 2. Energy circulation. Visualize a current of luminous energy flowing up your spine on the inhale and down the front of your body on the exhale. Gradually increase the speed and intensity of this circulation. This exercise strengthens your overall energy body, enhancing all subtle perceptions. 3. Aura expansion. Imagine your aura as a luminous egg surrounding your body. With each breath, you try to expand this energy field outward. As your aura grows, intend for it to become more sensitive to your environment. This exercise increases your subtle body's ability to gather and process information. 4. Third eye activation. Place your attention on the area between your eyebrows. Visualize a small, intense point of light there. As you focus, allow this light to pulse and expand with your breath. This exercise directly stimulates the energy center most associated with astral sight. 5. Whole body energy sensing. Lie down and systematically scan your body from head to toe, paying attention to subtle sensations, tingling, or feelings of energy. This increases your overall sensitivity to subtle energies while being crucial for developing astral sight. As you practice these techniques and exercises, remember, patience is key. It's not going to happen right away. It's a natural ability, but like any skill, it requires dedication to develop. A lot of times, YouTube videos like this that recommend certain exercises do not say that. So people will go and try it one time and it doesn't work. Some days you may experience vivid perceptions, while on others you might feel like you're making no progress. This is normal and part of the learning process. It's important with all the techniques I'm mentioning to maintain a journal of your experiences. Record any sensations, images, or impressions you receive during your practice sessions. Over time, you may notice patterns or gradual improvements that might not be apparent in individual sessions. Lastly, approach these practices with an open mind and a sense of playful curiosity. The realms you're exploring are often responsive to your expectations and emotional state. A mindset of wonder and positive anticipation can significantly enhance your experiences. As your astral sight begins to awaken, you may find yourself perceiving your familiar surroundings in entirely new ways. Embrace these experiences, no matter how subtle or fleeting they may seem at first. You are taking your first steps into a vastly expanded reality, one that has been hidden in plain sight all along. Now, I want to discuss remote eye projection, which is a unique aspect of astral sight that allows consciousness to extend beyond the confines of the physical body while maintaining full waking awareness. This represents a significant leap in our understanding of perception and consciousness. Remote eye projection exemplifies the mind split effect in its most accessible form. During this experience, you will find yourself fully aware in two distinct locations simultaneously: your physical body and a remote point of perception. This dual awareness challenges your conventional understanding of consciousness as a unified localized phenomenon. That's why some people just simply can't do it. But if you train yourself to be okay with being in this dualistic level of consciousness, you can awaken this remote eye perception capability. Here are some key aspects of dual consciousness in remote eye projection. First, parallel processing. Your mind can process information from both your physical location and the remote viewpoint simultaneously. Also, there's an emotional duality. You may experience different emotional states in each point of awareness. Then there's a sensory overlay. Physical and non-physical sensory inputs may blend or alternate in your perception. Also, it's common there's time dilation. The subjective experience of time may differ between your physical and projected awareness. Also, there's cognitive expansion. You may find your ability to think and problem solve enhanced by accessing multiple perspectives simultaneously. Understanding and navigating this state of dual consciousness is crucial for mastering remote eye projection. It requires developing a fluid, nonlinear approach to awareness that can feel disorienting at first, but becomes second nature with practice. Here are some methods for inducing spontaneous and deliberate remote eye projection. In most cases at the beginning, it will just happen spontaneously, and as you develop this technique more and more, you will learn how to do it deliberately. First of all, there's the floating bubble technique. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Visualize your consciousness as a luminous bubble floating just above your head. Gradually allow this bubble to drift away from your body, maintaining a connection through a silver cord. As the bubble moves, intend to perceive through it as if it were a remote eye. Secondly, the quantum entanglement method. Focus on a distant location you'd like to perceive. Imagine a part of your consciousness as a quantum particle entangled with another particle at that location. Allow your awareness to shift to the remote particle, experiencing its perspective while maintaining awareness of your physical body. Third, the mirror of mind technique. Visualize a large mirror in front of you. See your reflection clearly. Then imagine stepping through the mirror into a non-physical realm. From this vantage point, intend to look back into the physical world from any desired location. Fourth is the astral drone deployment. Imagine creating a small drone-like device made of astral energy. Program this drone with the intention to travel to a specific location and transmit visual information back to you. Launch the drone and allow your perception to flow through it. When I've tried this technique, it's actually worked, and it's easier for me to imagine my astral energies technologically. Fifth, there's the consciousness expansion wave. Visualize your awareness as a sphere of energy centered in your body. With each breath, expand this sphere outward in all directions. As it grows to encompass your surroundings and beyond, choose a point within this expanded field to focus your perception. Sixth, the bifocal awareness shift. Start by focusing on two objects in your immediate environment, one near and one far. Practice rapidly shifting your attention between them. Gradually extend this to objects outside your visual range, then to locations beyond your physical space, maintaining the rapid alternation of focus. Seventh is the spontaneity trigger. Throughout your day, randomly ask yourself, what's happening in, and then just name a specific location. What's happening in this location? While doing this, momentarily intend to perceive that location. This plants seeds for spontaneous remote eye projection experiences. Now, to enhance your practice, first, create a projection-friendly environment. Establish a space that feels safe and conducive to expanded states of consciousness. Second, develop peripheral awareness. Practice expanding your attention to encompass your entire visual field, including what's behind you. This trains your mind to process multiple streams of visual information. Third is energy body attunement. Regularly practice energy work to increase the sensitivity and projection capability of your subtle body. 4. Reality checks. Frequently question whether what you're perceiving is through your physical eyes or remote perception. This builds your ability to discern between different modes of awareness. 5. Dream incubation. Before sleep, set the intention to experience remote eye projection in your dreams. This can create a bridge to waking experiences. 6. Binaural beats. Experiment with audio technology designed to induce altered states of consciousness, like metaverse, for instance. And 7. Mindfulness meditation. Regular meditation enhances your ability to maintain focus and navigate non-ordinary states of consciousness. Remember, remote eye projection is a natural extension of your consciousness. Approach your practice with patience and a sense of wonder, as I always say. Each successful projection, no matter how brief or limited, is a step towards mastering this skill. Embrace the journey, for you are exploring the very frontiers of human perception and consciousness. As you venture deeper into the realms of astral sight, you'll discover that the astral plane is a vast, multifaceted dimension with numerous layers and subrealms. The astral plane is often described as having multiple layers of vibration or frequencies. While individual experiences may vary, many practitioners and esoteric traditions recognize the following general structure. First, there's the lower astral. The characteristics are often dark, chaotic, and populated by lower vibrational entities. These correspond to base human emotions, fears, and desires. I would be cautious. This layer can be disorienting and potentially frightening for unprepared travelers. Secondly, the middle astral. The characteristics are more stable, often resembling the physical world, but with a subtle difference. And it corresponds to everyday human experiences and thought forms. Note that this is where many begin their astral explorations. And third is the higher astral. You'll find this to be luminous, harmonious, often described as incredibly beautiful. This corresponds to higher emotions, artistic inspiration, and spiritual insights. And you will experience encounters with advanced beings, and access to Akashic records will occur in the higher astral. The fourth is the mental plane. The characteristics are abstract, conceptual, often experienced as pure thought or geometric forms. This corresponds to intellectual and philosophical realms. This plane borders the astral and can be accessed through deepening astral experiences. The fifth is the causal plane. The characteristics are the realm of potentiality and universal laws. The causal plane is generally where the void exists, where the absolute and the all or the absolute nothingness. This corresponds to the source of manifestation and karmic patterns. It's often indescribable in human terms, but profound spiritual revelations will occur in the causal plane. And if I can teach you to reach the causal plane with astral sight, then you can find your way into other realities. This may take days, weeks, or decades, but when you do, it opens up an entire multiverse to you. Remember, these layers are not strictly delineated, but blend into each other. Your perception and interaction with these realms will be influenced by your own vibrational state and level of spiritual development. So there's some ways that you can control astral navigation. First of all, with anchor point techniques. Before each astral journey, establish a clear home base in your mind. This could be a real location or an imagined safe space. Regularly return to this point to maintain orientation. Secondly is the vibrational attunement method. Learn to consciously adjust your own vibrational frequency to ascend to higher astral layers. Focus on elevating thoughts and emotions. To descend, focus on denser, more physical sensations. Third is the intent-driven navigation. Clearly formulate your destination or the type of experience you seek before projecting. Hold this intention firmly but gently as you navigate. Fourth is astral cord awareness. Maintain conscious awareness of the silvery cord connecting your astral body to your physical form. This cord can serve as a compass, always pointing the way back to your body. Fifth is the elemental stabilization technique. If you feel unstable, invoke the elements to ground yourself. Visualize roots growing from your feet. Breathe deeply in the air. Feel the inner warmth of the fire, or imagine being surrounded by clear water. And seventh is the astral guide invocation. Call upon a trusted spiritual guide or higher aspect of yourself for assistance in navigation. I will simply say, I call upon my higher self and my guides to help me find my way in this astral realm. You can decide on your own invocation. Another is the dimensional doorway method, which is where you visualize doors or portals leading to different astral realms. Use these as stable transition points between layers. Another is the astral symbol navigation. You create or adopt a set of symbols representing different astral locations or experiences. You use these as focus points for navigation. As you practice these, keep in mind that patience is key. To keep that detailed journal, begin and end your astral journey with a clear protection ritual or affirmation. If you encounter challenging or frightening experiences, remember that you have the power to instantly return to your body by willing it. The astral plane is a reflection of the collective human consciousness and beyond. And as you explore, you'll not only discover the vast landscape of this realm, but also gain profound insights into the nature of reality in your own inner world. Our universe is far more complex and layered than what we perceive with our physical senses. Current theories in quantum physics and esoteric wisdom traditions alike point to the existence of multiple dimensions beyond our familiar four-dimensional space-time. These dimensions are not separate places, but rather interpenetrating fields of existence vibrating at different frequencies. The key concepts to understand is frequency and vibration. Each dimension operates at a specific vibrational frequency. Higher dimensions vibrate at faster rates, often appearing more ethereal and less bound by physical laws. They are holographic in nature. Each dimension contains information about all others, similar to a hologram. By attuning to these frequencies, we can access information and experiences from other realms. There's also quantum entanglement. This principle suggests that particles can be connected across vast distances and even across dimensional boundaries. Our consciousness may operate similarly, allowing for multidimensional awareness. In higher dimensions, time and space become increasingly fluid and may not operate linearly as we experience them in the physical world. Our state of consciousness is the gateway to perceiving and interacting with higher dimensions. As we expand our awareness, we naturally access broader aspects of reality. There's some practices for traversing dimensional boundaries. I suggest the frequency ladder technique. Visualize a ladder of light extending upwards. Each rung represents a vibrational state. As you climb this ladder in your mind, feel your frequency increasing at each level. Pause to observe any changes in your perception. I always recommend the Merkaba activation as a way of increasing your frequency and vibration. Envision two interlocked tetrahedrons around your body, forming a three-dimensional Star of David. Set this shape spinning, gradually increasing its speed. As it spins faster, intend to raise your vibrational frequency, allowing perception of higher dimensions. Another is the dimensional membrane meditation. You visualize a thin membrane in front of you. This represents the boundary between dimensions. Gently press against this membrane with your mind, feeling it stretch and thin. Eventually allow your consciousness to slip through to the other side. Then there's the harmonic resonance method. Use sound to attune your consciousness to higher frequencies. Experiment with singing bowls, binaural beats, or specific chants known to correlate with different dimensional frequencies. Another is the Akashic Records Gateway. Visualize a vast library or cosmic database. Set the intention to access information from higher dimensions. Allow impressions, symbols, or direct knowing to flow into your awareness. Another thing to study is geometric portal activations. Study and meditate on sacred geometric forms such as the Flower of Life, Sri Yantra, or Metatron's Cube. These complex shapes can serve as keys to unlocking perception of higher dimensional structures. Another is the elemental transmutation practice. Work with classical elements such as earth, water, air, and fire in sequence. As you embody each element, allow it to transform into its higher dimensional counterpart. This process can shift your entire vibrational field. I always like to try the time spiral technique. You visualize time not as a linear progression but as a spiral. Move your consciousness along this spiral, transcending your normal temporal perception. This can open gateways to dimensions where time operates differently. Another very effective method is light language immersion. Allow yourself to speak or write in light language, symbols or sounds that bypass the logical mind. This practice can activate dormant aspects of your multidimensional self. If you do not know how to write or speak it, you can simply read or try to state out loud the light language other people have used. It's key to understand that astral sight is quantum in nature. Quantum physics, with its mind-bending principles, offers intriguing parallels to the experiences reported by astral travelers when it comes to astral sight. So explore the connection between quantum physics and astral perception. It helps you to gain a greater clarity in how you're using this astral sight. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles can instantaneously influence each other regardless of distance. This mirrors the ability of astral sight to perceive distant locations and events. The quantum principle of superposition, where particles exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, aligns with the astral traveler's ability to perceive multiple dimensions or timelines. Your astral perception may be tapping into this quantum field of possibilities. The act of observation influences the behavior of particles. Similarly, the intent and focus of the astral traveler can shape their experiences and the realities they perceive. The phenomenon known as quantum tunneling, where particles pass through seemingly impenetrable barriers, may explain how astral sight allows perception through physical objects and across dimensional boundaries. Just as light can behave as both a wave and a particle, your consciousness during astral sight may function as both a localized point of awareness and a non-local field of perception. The ability of quantum systems to maintain a coherent state might relate to the clear, vivid perceptions experienced in advanced states of astral sight. There are some ways for you to harness quantum entanglement. Close your eyes and visualize two particles of light, one representing your physical awareness, the other your astral perception. See them become entangled, spinning in perfect synchronization. As you focus on the astral particle, allow your perception to shift to its perspective, experiencing non-local awareness. Or imagine a sealed box containing multiple possible realities. As you focus your astral sight, visualize opening this box, allowing all possibilities to exist in your perception. Practice holding this state of superposition in your awareness. Another technique is to try focusing on a nearby wall or closed door. Visualize your consciousness as a wave of probability gently oscillating. Allow this wave to penetrate the barrier, experiencing the space beyond. Gradually extend this practice to more distant locations. Choose a target for your astral sight before attempting to perceive it. Set a clear intention for what you wish to observe. Notice how your expectation and focus influence the information you receive. Alternate between perceiving yourself as a localized point of awareness and as an expansive field of consciousness. Practice switching rapidly between these states, noting how it affects your astral perceptions. Visualize your consciousness as a coherent laser beam. Focus this beam on your third eye chakra, feeling it amplify and clarify your astral sight. Extend this coherent beam outward to perceive distant locations and dimensions. Then release all attempts to precisely locate or define your consciousness. Instead, allow your awareness to become diffuse and uncertain. From this state, notice what unexpected perceptions or insights may arise. Then visualize yourself surrounded by the quantum foam of space-time, where virtual particles constantly pop in and out of existence. Allow your perception to dive into this foam, catching glimpses of realities flickering in and out of being. Imagine a vast network of entangled particles extending throughout the universe, and see yourself as a node in this network, capable of instantly connecting to any other point. You can use this network to guide your astral sight to specific locations or information. Focus intensely on a specific aspect of your astral perception. Notice how this consistent observation seems to freeze or stabilize the experience, much like the quantum Zeno effect, where constant observation prevents decay of quantum states. The reason I mention exploring the quantum nature of astral sight is because you're not just enhancing your perceptual abilities, you're participating in the grand unification of science and spirituality. As you explore this further, you may find the boundaries between observer and observed, between here and there, now and then, become increasingly fluid. Embrace this as you're journeying into quantum realms of consciousness. It's wonderful. Be curious about it. You are pushing the boundaries of human perception and understanding. Another thing I wanted to mention is astral synesthesia. In the realm of astral sight, our conventional understanding of sensory perception undergoes a profound transformation. The blending and interweaving of sensory experiences in the astral plane can develop an ability where you can greatly enhance and enrich your astral perceptions and open up new dimensions of awareness beyond just sight, sound, taste, or touch. So begin by focusing on a single sense in your astral perception, such as sight. Gradually allow this perception to trigger associations in other senses. For example, let colors evoke sounds, textures, or even tastes. Practice flowing between these sensory streams. Focus on each chakra, starting from the root. For each chakra, experience its traditional colors: red, orange, yellow, blue, green, indigo, violet. Then allow this color to evoke a sound, a feeling, and even a taste or smell. This trains your mind to create multi-sensory associations. Infuse the elements into your practice. For each element of earth, water, air, fire, or ether, engage your senses. Feel the texture of the earth. Hear the sound of water. See the movement of air. Taste the essence of fire. Create or choose complex symbols or mandalas, and as you gaze into it with your mind's eye, allow each part of the symbol to trigger different sensory experiences. Let lines become melodies, colors become textures, shapes become tastes. In the astral realms, time as you know it loses its linear constraints. This can offer glimpses into past and potential futures. As you venture deeper into astral realms with your astral sight, you may encounter various entities and energies. It's important to develop discernment in your astral encounters. Develop the ability to sense the underlying energy or vibration of entities and energies you encounter. Higher vibrational beings often emit feelings of peace, love, and wisdom, while lower vibrational entities may provoke fear, confusion, or desire. Practice tuning into the intentions of astral entities. Ask yourself, what does this being want? Is it here to help, to learn, or does it have other motives? Trust your intuitive sense of their purpose. Visualize a bright, pure light emanating from your core. Observe how entities react to this light. Benevolent beings will usually appreciate or be drawn to it, while malevolent entities may recoil. Work on maintaining emotional equilibrium during encounters. Entities that deliberately try to destabilize your emotions or provoke extreme reactions may not have your best interests in mind. Develop your ability to feel the ring of truth. When entities communicate, sense whether their messages resonate with your deeper knowing or if they feel off in some way. Study common spiritual symbols and archetypes. This knowledge can help you interpret the appearance and behavior of entities and energies that you encounter. Before any astral journey, surround yourself with a bubble of protective white or golden light. Set the intention that only beings of love and light may enter this space. Practice sending and receiving thoughts clearly in your astral state. Start with simple concepts and gradually work up to more complex ideas. Always approach entities with respect, but also be clear about your boundaries. Develop a standard greeting that includes setting parameters for the interactions. When you're using remote eye projection or astral sight, in many cases, the astral entity is not aware that you can see it. Once you develop this ability even further, they may become more aware of your existence or your presence in that moment. That's one of the great things about astral sight is you can see things without the awareness of other entities, depending on how powerful that entity is. When seeking information from astral beings, ask the same question in 3 different ways. This can help verify the consistency and truthfulness of the information received. Learn to adjust your own vibrational frequency to better communicate with different types of entities. This can facilitate clear understanding, but always maintain your core integrity. Interact with entities primarily through your heart chakra. This promotes compassionate, honest communication and helps you discern the true nature of the interaction. When receiving important information from entities, practice cross-referencing it with the Akashic records for verification if you can. Learn to slow down your perception of time during these encounters. Allow for more through analysis of the interaction and more considered responses. There's so many things I could say about this, and I've certainly talked quite a bit about a variety of subjects. You must learn to train your astral vision to perceive the layers of the human energy field. That's the key element. Start with sensing colors and gradually define your perception to identify patterns, blockages, and energy flows. Visualize subtle energy as threads or streams. Practice gently pulling, redirecting, or untangling these threads to balance and harmonize the energy body. Learn to match your vibrational frequency to different healing energies. This allows you to channel specific types of healing forces more effectively. Develop a sensitivity in your astral hands to feel and manipulate energy. The astral hands can still be a part of your astral sight. You're just accessing a different sensory organ, and the word astral sight is really sensation and perception beyond your body but without astral travel. This is just a small sample of the different work and exercises that I've developed that you can do to enhance your own astral and inner eyes. As we reach the culmination of this, it becomes clear that we stand at the threshold of an entirely new paradigm of perception. The journey we've undertaken is not merely about developing an esoteric skill, but about fundamentally expanding your understanding of reality itself. Through our exploration, we've glimpsed the almost unfathomable vastness of the perceptual potential that lies dormant within you. From perceiving non-physical energies and communicating with astral entities to accessing the collective unconscious and manipulating the very fabric of time and space. These capabilities that we've uncovered stretch far beyond the limits of your ordinary senses. One of the most profound revelations I've had with astral sight is the deep interconnectedness of all aspects of existence. As you've learned to perceive across dimensions, peer into the past and future, and access collective wisdoms, you come to understand that separation is largely an illusion. In the greater reality accessible through astral sight, everything is intricately connected in a cosmic dance of energy and consciousness. This is a great power. Having these enhanced perceptions can be used in negative ways. It gives you the ability to spy on people, to get information about people and things. With great power comes great responsibility, and the development of astral sight is no exception. As you've gained the ability to perceive and influence subtle energies, interact with non-physical entities, and access vast reservoirs of knowledge, you'll also encounter the need for impeccable moral standards and discernment. The techniques and experiences we've explored are not just personal tools, but potential catalysts in your evolution of human consciousness. As more people develop these abilities, we may be witnessing the early stages of a significant leap in human perceptual and cognitive abilities. The infinite horizons of perception await your exploration. As you gaze into the vast expanse of possibility that astral sight can reveal, know that you are a part of a grand adventure, the continuing evolution of human consciousness. Step forward with courage, wisdom, and an open heart. The greatest mysteries of existence are calling, and through a development of astral sight capabilities, you now have the tools to begin unraveling them. The astral realms await. Welcome to the reality revolution.